Hello, I'm Celine Zecco. I'm a comic book artist and creator. And welcome to my second episode of making this series, making a comic series. We have three characters, Josugi, Valentine Elvara, and Amber Heart. Good. Let's start with our first one, Josugi. Codename TikTok, Fukyo, Ien. Abilities: time manipulation, weapon summoning, and photokinesis. Josugi is a Japanese psychic. Psychics. There's two of them actually. Yeah. Our first one and our ones from our timeline is Fukyo. When Jo was 12, her powers manifested normally, allowing her to slow time slightly. When she grew up, her time displaced alternate, it came, known as Ien. And Ien holds the same name as her mother, who held the mantle before, but unfortunately her mother was killed trying to protect her. But before her dying breath, she sent Ien away to this timeline, and then unfortunately Ien's timeline was destroyed shortly after. Both Josugis are connected to the Eternal Opal due to Ien's mother's transportation into this timeline. The Eternal Opal is a cosmic source that allows them to basically be more connected to the timeline, or all the time streams actually. This gives their powers a boost, allowing them to switch places and also the ability to summon weapons out of light. Valentine Elvara. Codename Wyvern. Abilities: poison creation, flight, and draconic physiology. Valentine Elvara is an albino Hispanic psychic with an interesting history. Being born female and later transitioning, he wasn't taken seriously at all in his community. That was until his powers manifested. With his draconic physiology, he transformed into his true self, a wyvern. And once they saw a little boy who they thought was a girl turn into, a literal dragon, he was shunned and kinda thrown out of his community, and he was later sent to the Atlas Academy, becoming the hero Rival. With his powers to create different types of poison and effects, including numbing, paralyzing, corrosiveness as well. He used to protect San Sombra's cities, flying around usually. He doesn't do that so much because the ban on the city's superheroes. Finally, but not least, Amber Heart. Codename The Rabbit. Amber Heart is a true crime podcaster and also a radio host. Across San Sombra's news, she basically details crimes committed or against psychics. It's on the Rabbit Talk Show. She has a very peculiar way of showing both sides. Alright, and we're done with the codex entry. And here's my thoughts on the characters. I love all of them. They are my babies. I love Jo because one, I kind of mixed Homura and Bayonetta together, and I love it. I love them so much. And with them being inspired by both these characters, I wanted time travel in time manipulation powers to be so that's why I gave them that power. And also I wanted them to be a speedster. Or just because if you could perceive time and makes time move slowly, you're automatically a speedster. I'm sorry, that's just how I view it. And so and plus I want them to have that dynamic that Bayonetta had with her younger self in Bayonetta 2. I love Bayonetta. I love her so much, and I charged Fukyo with adult Bayonetta's energy so much. But then Ien, whenever I'm probably gonna give them their own comic, because I'm going to make y'all cry, because that's what I am. I'm evil. I'm going to make y'all cry with her story, even though like it's just gonna get downhill whenever y'all find out what actually happened to their timeline. Valentine, he's my baby boy. He's okay, so technically he's the oldest out of the OCs here, because I originally had a sketch for him like a year ago, where he was just like a little boy just sitting down on like in like the Atlas Academy like photo shoot, like, if that makes sense. I don't have a photo of it right now, but I'll post some. I think I might have posted some on my Instagram, so I might have to reach deep to show y'all, but it's fine. I wanted the aspect of him being trans to be like a very much right there thing, because like I want to explore that. I have friends that are trans, and I wanted to explore that. And I want him to basically be the Nightwing of this universe, because I love Nightwing. Well, you could probably see that in his outfit right now. But also I wanted him to have that aspect of, oh, he could fly around like Batman Beyond. He's also in the mood board. I'll show y'all the mood board soon enough. And I just love my little baby boy, Amber Heart. I love her. I love all of these characters. She's literally Sabrina Carpenter and Bose like as in like the Erica Bozeman, the True Crime Podcast. I love Bose. I love her, and I merged both of them together, and so there's that. I'm evil. And like, okay, so like in my comic, like Saint Shadow's Mercury and also Saint Shadows, there's gonna be like moments of her speaking on things. It's not like right now in the book where I'm like writing it, but they're going to be. And also, I have news for y'all. I just wrote Estella into into a panel, like very important panel. She's talking with one of the main characters in my story about some questionable things happening with another character at the moment. But I'm not going to spoil y'all. By the way, I'm gonna be posting my comic on Tapas or Tumblr and also Global Comics, because I don't trust Webtoon for good reason, because they do people dirty in a lot of ways. Because, for example, if it's not a romance about like a very, I don't want to get demonetized, but like a very bad, like yucky, unwell disguised, he's like fetish comic, if it's not that, like they'll literally like not show your work, like they'll barely show your work at all. And if you're not like a company sponsored by anything, or if you're not like with them, you're not going to be viewed at all. And I noticed this like with like a couple creators, and I don't like their system, and plus how they be treating their artists. And not to mention that one time they copied a literal light novel. We're not going to talk about that. Just there's like a lot of artists on here that knows the problems with it. But let me not ramble on about Webtoon for too long. Y'all have a wonderful night or morning, and good night, my darlings. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want. It's completely your choice if you want, but have a great night.